Good evening, good evening. I need to change that. Good evening and welcome to another cast of VRML Breachers. Today we have an exciting game. It's going to be between Aspect. I keep saying rebranded because it was kind of them coming back. And of course, BEAVERtails. My name is Martini and today I have Pillow actually alongside in the casting booth with me. How are you doing today, Pillow?
I am doing wonderful. Today is going to be a wonderful game, Aspect versus BEAVERtails. And yeah, as you pointed out, Aspect had a new roster change, it kind of looks like. We got Ninja Tim, Faded, Victor Vaughn, Banana Man, Ivan, Hamburger, and Lynx, as well as Rezi K. So a new squad for Aspect, but they are top 8 and they are playing, I believe, in this is the match that says if they're playing in CC or not.
Yeah, like some of the things we need to bring up. So we are in the last week, so a lot of teams, it's a big deal, especially today being the last day of the last week in the league, at least, because we still have playoffs coming up. But one of the first things to kind of look at coming up is what we call open qualifiers, what we call Challengers Cup or CCs for shorthand. Right now, Aspect, they're actually in, I think, top 8 spot right now for the league. So they're right on the cusp. Because the way it works is if you place top 7, you're automatically qualified into the playoffs. The 8th spot is considered the wild card spot, and that is what the CCs is for. It's basically all these teams come together to fight it out. Man, I do not see. Weird. Sorry, I'm like, someone keeps telling me what the server details are. I'm like, I don't see them. Don't see it. So right now, basically, Aspect is fighting to potentially place in the top 7, because right now the only other team above them is going to be Eternity at the 7th spot, and their MMR, looking at the the thing right now, it is pretty close. It's 1270, 1260. So Aspect would have to perform well enough in this game to be able to bump Eternity out and force Eternity to play in the CCs, and that's to say if Aspect wins, because the problem is for Aspect, if BEAVERtails comes in, wins this one out, all of this kind of goes away, and Aspect is gonna have to fight it out in the CCs, really, no matter what. So that's kind of like one of the big things to really watch. The other games going on tonight, I believe, are going to be the Valor versus Acer game. That's 2nd and 4th place fighting, and then EVNA versus Formula 3, which is 1st and 3rd fighting it out in about an hour from now. So a lot of big games tonight. Those ones don't have, I say they don't have as much impact in the way of it's mostly impact for seeding. BEAVERtails versus A3, a team can potentially go into the top 7, which will definitely shake up those playoff matches for sure. But again, that is if Aspect wins this one out. That's if Aspect can beat BEAVERtails. And I argue if they can do it in 2, I can see them getting enough points to kick out Eternity. And that's kind of the big question here. Can Aspect gain enough MMR in this win to beat out Eternity for that 7th spot? It's got to be crazy. If I were Eternity, I'd be watching this match, because this might impact whether or not you have to play in the CCs yourself. And the CC, the way it kind of works is basically you play one map against a team, and you win or lose, and then you move on to the next map. And the idea is you play enough maps, you get enough points, and then eventually you should be able to place in the top 2. You place in the top 2 for the the Challengers Cup. Then you go on to the 2nd round, which is going to be the 2nd day of the match, where you place, it's the top 2 fighting against each other, and then basically it's a best of 3, like a normal matchup, normal playoff match there. And whoever wins that will be the 8th spot, and they get to have that nice finalist skin for this season. From my understanding, it's a new guns skin too. It's not a reskin or recolor of the previous ones. It's gonna be a whole completely new one. So definitely be pretty exciting stuff here. 1 second, just pulling up the server. Yeah, I see it. Yeah, ping somewhere else.
Yeah, and also Martini, yeah, I don't know if you talked about this in the middle of that entire talk, but Acer does have 2 losses.
It
And it
is, yeah,
looks
it's a
like
nice and interesting
Valor,
one. A lot of new things I think that happened this season. To your point, Acer getting 2 losses for the first time since when was the last time they had? They had a loss season.
they had a
1,
loss
right?
in season 1, and season 2 they were undefeated 10-0.
Yeah, so definitely a lot of things coming out tonight. I'm excited. I wish we could get all 3 games casted. Unfortunately, we don't have the casting staff on hand like that. But it would be cool. It would be cool. You know, I would love to see something like that one day. Hopefully we can get like some of the biggest games, like 2 or 3 of them going in a day. But I think 2 of them multicast is already kind of a big enough of a deal. But anyways, let's check out some of the community votes here between this matchup tonight. So BEAVERtails has 20 votes currently to ASP3CT. So a lot of people expecting A3 to actually come out of this one, which is kind of crazy considering the fact that, you know, A3, as you had mentioned earlier, they came later in the season. So they rebranded, came later in the season, but that chemistry must have really been there because they performed so well and well enough to fight them their way all the way up to this spot at this point. So definitely exciting stuff here. One last thing I forgot to mention is the ban. So BEAVERtails did ban Hideout here, and A3 banned Dam. I think Dam is definitely one of those maps that does pretty solid for the BEAVERtails folks, if I do recall, which kind of makes sense, you know, the name being BEAVERtails. And then Hideout was an interesting one. I was kind of shocked to see Aspect ban Hideout. Do you feel like Hideout is a solid option to do?
To be fair, I mean, yeah. It depends because a lot of teams don't like Hideout. There's teams that like Hideout and stuff like that. And speaking of that, I don't see that they have played Dam before, and that might just be because they have only ever done it in scrims. But
yeah,
Dam,
I mean, again, they've only played half a season, really, like when you do the math. So unfortunately, it doesn't look like they have too much game data. But yeah, I mean, Dam was an interesting choice from them. But again, A3 chose Hideout, which is kind of the interesting choice for me. Because Beaver banning, oh wait, sorry, it was BEAVERtails banning Hideout. I said that wrong. A3 banning Dam, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So Hideout's, but I say Hideout's an interesting choice. Maybe BEAVERtails feels like they're a little bit weaker on Hideout here. So we're gonna be seeing ourselves probably in the rework for Ship, Arctic. Might see a Skyscraper come out tonight. That'd be kind of crazy, or a Factory. But yeah, anyways, looks like we do have all 10 in the match, so they'll be getting started pretty soon here, hopefully. But I'm excited to see what's going on tonight. I hope the best for both teams. I'm not gonna lie, I'm rooting for the one that might be able to, you know, hit themselves into that top 7 spot, because that's just crazy. I love a shakeup, and that would be a crazy shakeup. Imagine being Eternity, you won your game. Or you lost. I think actually they lost it against Havoc or something like that, but they feel like they're in a safe spot because they got that 7th spot, but things might not work out still, so it's always a good shake up. But anyways, we are going to be going right into Ship here. Hopefully this pulls up. Wow, that took a little bit of a second, but anyways, A3 going to be starting on defense here, which is a good start for them. And we have BEAVERtails coming in on the attack here. How are you feeling about this?
Feeling great about this. You know, we got Aspect buying what was that, Incendiaries, and if you look on the BEAVERtails side, we have a Cyclone and a Taurus. I haven't really seen cut skills on the Taurus either. That's either me or I just haven't been. I took a long enough break to realize some people change their own strats. You know, Aspect on the defense, I'm not sure. I haven't really seen these guys play before, so this could be interesting. I'm kind of excited to see what happens, and it does look like there's going to be a drone, but that gets taken out by, I believe, Ivan or Lynx. Tricks right now. There is a proximity right on stairs. That's going to go off. Master Killer is going to miss the one shot on it. He takes it out. And then now an instant coming from Faded.
Lots of shots coming out from here. A lot of zoning coming in out there from the A3 players on that staircase area right now. Lynx just hiding behind the little bit of cover there. Coming out for the shots. Got the 1-2K there. Already off to a good start there with Raj getting another shot on the back end there. And Resi K getting a pick themselves as they go for the wall banks, but they can't get Raj.
Yeah, Rajay right now on 9 HP. It looks like Ninja Tim with that Incendiary is going to take him out. Now it is down to cut skills with that Taurus. Will he try to make a clutch happen, or will he just save that and salvage that Taurus? Let's see what cut skills is going to do. It looks like cut skills is going to push it, and he might go for that EMP. All 3 members of Aspect rotated back and say, what a nice little play they did. They do not want to stick out any longer. They decided to all stack on site. 4 numbers. that wall is going to be blown by Cut Skills. Cut Skills checking. What is this room called again? I forgot.
I forgot the name too, to be honest.
Yeah.
Should be fine. But Cutskill's going in through the other side. Looks like he's going in for a rotation potentially. Let's see. I think I would have hit that with my hands maybe. I don't know. That might have been a little too risky, but I think A3 a little bit aware that he is switching things up. If those players switch up and they do, we get that shot out there in the end. Unfortunate for them, but I'm gonna go to this little replay real quick. Hopefully I got all of it in there, but a really good throw by I think Resi K there. Or sorry, I think it was Ninja Tim getting that incendiary kill, and I always love getting a good molly kill there because that just doesn't happen that often.
Yeah, you know, Iben and who was it again? Iben and somebody else with a nice double peek, and that was perfect. You know, a 2-on-1 right there. That was a perfect way to handle that situation. And now round one goes to Aspect, and you do see 3 Omen buys and 1 RCP from Aspect. So pretty interesting. And Cut Skills as well as Rajay both have a Omen as well. I'm starting to see that that's the meta nowadays.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of. I like the balance changes that recently came out, right? So a lot of people are now using SMGs, especially on the losing team. They're really kind of come back. We can see Cut Skills, you know, and Raj on the other side with that. Cyclone coming out is kind of insane. I didn't think people liked the Cyclone that much. Maybe I didn't think I saw any buffs this change with the Cyclone, but I'm seeing 2 Cyclones in the game, which I just don't see often anymore. So it's kind of crazy to see now.
It very much is. Yeah, I haven't really seen the Cyclone be played a little bit, other than, you know, the start of VRML for Breachers is when the Cyclone was the meta. Faded wall banging with the Jesper right now, and it looks like Roger with that Omen is going to take out Resi K. However, that is going to bring him down. The poor Iben gets a nice little headshot on the Cut Skills, but does get a refrag from Trex. 3v4 right now. However, Rajay is really low, so he can't get shot 1 time. It looks like they're gonna trade weapons now, and did they forget to buy foam? No, Rajay has the foam. They're gonna take their time with this push. They're gonna just settle themselves yet, and Rajay with that foam is gonna foam that wall, faded in the little crouch walk, I believe that's what it's called. And it looks like Rajay is gonna fake blow the wall. He's gonna blow the other wall.
Yeah, they tried going in for this dual breach. Zayden getting a shot off on Lynx there. Now the rest of the team going in for that little vent area. Got that pick off. Now it's coming down to just Ninja Tim in the end here. Never mind, he gets picked off by Roger there in the end. And it's now a 1-1 for the BEAVERtails players. They are not going down without a fight here. And at this point, you know, it's BEAVERtails essentially preventing A3 from getting a potential bye, I would call it, because they don't have to play, you know, getting a bye for the CCs going straight into playoffs. And that's the way I would look at it for BEAVERtails, right? This is them kind of sharpening their skills against A3, see if they can play against them, preventing them from going in there, and then potentially fighting against them again in the CCs to try and win it out potentially. But we'll have to see if A3 can't hold this down. They are on the defense. They got to get the points here because that's where they're going to matter the most.
Yeah, and also Martini, they did raise the price of the Vezin and the Marui as well. They raised it from 2,900 to 3,200. So now you got to really be able to utilize your eco very well.
Yeah, no, definitely a lot of big economy changes that came out as a part of the balancing changes here. And we can see this already having so many impacts. Check out both teams. Only 2 players on the team can get, or sorry, 3. I see Raj there. Only 3 people can get Maruis or Vezins here, which is kind of a huge change. Because back in the day, this was what the assault rifle round for round 3, and almost everybody could buy, you know, a Vezin or Marui. But now it's not the case, and it's a big gamble too, because if you buy it and lose it, that's going to take a lot of impact for you, especially for the upcoming rounds.
Yeah, you know, you don't. I mean, like you said, I mean, usually on round 2 or round 3, one of the 2 is when you're gonna full buy on Vezin. Resi K sneaking up on Rajay. Is the timing gonna be right? Resi K with that RCP is gonna find Rajay. One of those Vezins are down now, and Resi K might make a decision. Is he gonna swing out of this wall right here? Resi K here's Master Killer. Is Master Killer gonna find the kill? No. Resi K finds Master Killer. Robinson, what does it say? Oh, Ryan. Zayden, there you go. Zayden kills Resi K with that Vezin. Now a 3v4. That nade is... Not sure what that nade was
Do you see this
at all.
developing in the background? Tricks coming all the way through somehow without anyone noticing them. Can they get this? No, they can't. They got the 1K. They don't get the 2K unfortunately from that. And Faded knocks them out for the count. Now coming down to just Zayden in the back there as they go for the swing. Hopefully to catch out Ivan and they get the pick there.
Zayden finds the pick onto Ivan. Is he gonna be able to clutch this 1v2? We'll see. Let's see what Zayden can do. He's just gonna play around for a little bit. He might push into the site right now because he needs to take space in order to try to win this 1v2. You got Lynx on the back end right now, and you got Faded in the connectors. Zayden, full swing connectors, Faded with a nice little peek onto Zayden, is able to find the pick onto Zayden. And yeah, you know, Rajay, you know, the timing on Rajay and ResiK, I mean, timing just stinks in this game.
Yeah, what do they call it? Like COD timing or whatever, where like
Yeah,
things
yeah.
just are not fortunate for you. But hey, worked out for the A3 players, and again, they want to capture as many points as possible. And again, someone said, what seed are these teams? One last thing, I don't know if y'all were there in the pre-show, unfortunately. So these teams are 8 and 10. Really, this is determining for, I think, A3 who makes top 7. Because I think even if BEAVERtails wins this, unless it's some crazy MMR math, I think there's no way they make 7th spot. So it's really about if A3 can win this and get into the top 7, or BEAVERtails will prevent that and force A3 to play them probably again in the CCs coming up in the next year. Actually, I believe we get like a 2-week break, and then we start CCs right at the beginning of next year. And I'll be luckily flying back in home just in time to be able to hop on for the CCs, because I love the playoff matches. Specifically though, the CCs are just fun because it's like the one map only, and you see some crazy strats come out because people know they got the one round and one round only to win.
Yeah, Lynx is gonna get spotted by that drone. However, he will take that drone out though. Zayden gonna be sneaking into this room, and it looks like his teammates are gonna follow right behind him. Nice angles from Ivan and ResiK. Not able to find any damage though. Lynx GTV sitting in a beautiful spot right now. He's gonna be able to find tricks. If he just swings, he finds one. Is he gonna find the second? He doesn't find the second. However, he is really low. Rajay finding ResiK. Faded is able to Faded gets taken out. Faded takes out tricks. I apologize for that.
There you go.
Faded wallbanging with that Marui. Not gonna find anything with it though. He's gonna throw a nade. That nade's not gonna tag any players, and it's now 3-3. EMP is in hand of Rajay.
Yeah, looks like BEAVERtails getting set up again here on the corner, getting ready for the got shots out. No one really understood the end of it yet, but a lot of shit. I know Raj gets a shot off on Faded there. Probably not expecting that jump shot there. Ivan getting a pick off for themselves for that kind of retract. There's Ninja listening to the swing, gets the 1 pick, gets the 2K in the end there. And man, that is beautiful.
What a beautiful swing from Ninja Time. Master Killer. I think Master Killer was aware that he was in a swing. I guess it just came down to who can win their gunfight close range, Martini.
I mean, I've seen Ninja Tim play well, and that was one of those swinger gets swung kind of moments, right? And it worked out well for the A3 team. And again, this is them fighting. They want to win this because they want to fight and win this as much as they can because they want to knock out Eternity. They want to go in top 7 because I think any team who's played in CCs, even if they do win it, they know it kind of sucks that one map only, man, is kind of strict. It makes it very challenging because you only have one map to prove yourself, and anything could go wrong in a single map versus like a best of 3, right? You have chances to come back on different maps and try out different maps, but you have a single map to make things work out for you, and it's kind of risky to play that in CCs. And on top of that, the way it's set up in CCs, you know, it's like 5 to 8 teams or whatever, they all play it, and only the top 2 teams get to go on a day 2, so they have to play so well and win almost every match in that one map setup. And it's just it's so risky, right? One map versus 3 maps potentially changes how you play and the dynamics of all your strategies.
I agree with you on that, Martini. Yeah, we see Master Killer and Zayden both pushing into this room. That foam is gonna instantly be placed on that wall now. looks like, ooh, cut skill swinging. It gets faded. However, Lynx finds that refrag. Rajay with a beautiful wall bang onto Ivan. What an amazing start for BEAVERtails and stuff like that. We got that wall blown. Lynx, GTV, and Ninja Tim. Resi K finding a pick with that, what was that? The Marui?
Yeah, really good. Yeah, it's a Marui kill. They got like a random kill and they just ran off. And looks like they're trying to rotate to site as soon as they possibly can. Because they got that kill in the pocket and they want to keep it that way.
Yeah, Link GTV might find the pick on the Rajay. He finds the pick on the Rajay. Is he gonna get refragged? He's gonna run out of that door blocker. Resi K finding Master Killer. Now Zayden is left into a 1v3. He gets some damage onto Ninja Tim. Is Zayden gonna be able to clutch this? I mean, there is an RCP right on the ground, right to his right. Will he pick that up? Probably not. He will stick with that Viper. Right now, he is just peeking for some info. It looks like he's in a full swing in a second, which he does. Is he gonna find Lynx? He picks up that Vezin. I didn't even see that. Ooh, Lynx GTV gets tagged up a lot. Zayden is in kind of a good spot at this point. However, considering that there are two people that are low. Oh, that's Stim. They have a Stim. Oh, okay. Ooh, Zayden with a nice little headshot onto Ninja Tim. What a beautiful shot that was. Now all he has to deal with is Resi K, and then he could be able to find Lynx GTV and Resi K with a beautiful shot onto Zayden, ending the round, going over to Aspect.
Yeah, that was rough. I mean, it was looking good for a second. I was like, hey, is he potentially going to go in for this 3K? Unfortunately, it doesn't quite work out. Let me pull up this replay real quick. I think showcasing a really good back and forth from the A3 players, utilizing their teammates when the other person is kind of distracted by another angle, right? It was perfect team play there from A3 to get that 2K from those two players trying to come in on that breach site there. Unfortunately, did not work out for the BEAVERtails players, but credit to the A3 defense right now is really holding it out. But this is the final round, and I mean, it's been tough for the BEAVERtails players. This is, I think, one of the first rounds they get to fully outfit their team, at least for the most part, because it looks like they have 4 Vezins and Maruis in hands, and unfortunately only 1 RCP. Whereas it looks like A3 is going to be looking a little bit, actually very similar, very similar. One of their players faded, unfortunately not able to afford any more than just an all rail, and I love seeing the all rail come out. Like I remember not seeing the all rail for a long time. Never mind, let's switch out for an RCP instead, probably for the gadgets there instead. But it's kind of cool to see. I love the balance changes because we're seeing so many more guns now. Like you have to be good at not just the Spectral and the Vezin, but also the other guns and breachers, which I love that. You know, requires a lot more in terms of skill.
I agree with you on that. Sorry about that. I wasn't really paying a whole lot of attention. I had some stuff going on. However, Cut Skills and Master Killer and Rajay are all going to be pushing into this part of the wall. Ninja Tim with a beautiful wall bang onto Zayden. What a pretty good start right now for Aspect. And, you know, Aspect is doing it very well. Ooh, Master Killer almost takes out 2 with a collab. It looks like that wall is foamed though, so they might blow that in a little bit. Ninja Tim wall banging back, not able to find anything. Looks like BEAVERtails is taking this a little bit slow, Martini.
They are, but they are down a player, so things just haven't quite worked out. A frag going in deep. I'm not sure it's going to connect, and it does. That's an S tier frag there from Master Killers. They got that pick off on Fade, and now trading in terms of bodies. It's a 4v4 here, but that health economy definitely hitting the 8 players a lot more as they took a lot more hits.
Resi K almost gets taken out from Rajay. Rajay swinging. Ooh, Resi K's just there. Rajay wins that gunfight against him. Ninja Tim is able to find the refrag onto Rajay. Ivan fighting back and forth with Master Killer. Cuscos and Master Killer are both the only people left on BEAVERtails, and Cuscos is tagged up really badly from Ivan. Master Killer. Let's see what Master Killer can do in this. If they're able to pinch that site, I believe they have a chance at taking this round for themselves. Master Killer with that EMP. He's going to be planning that EMP. Cusco is able to find a pick onto Lynx GTV. Ninja Tim swinging outside of that wall. Ivan is on that flank though. Oh. Master Killer finds the refrag. Is Master Killer gonna find Ninja Tim? He doesn't know where Ninja Tim is. Ninja Tim has a bigger advantage. Ninja Tim's finding Master Killer. A beautiful, beautiful wall swing from Ninja Tim in round 5. On round switch, by the way, Aspect is up 5 points against
Did you see that rotation from BEAVERtails? I think they had someone run around the back to fake out the A3 defense. 2 guys pulled back, and they did not react in time. And I think it was insane. Perfect. Like, it was a good switch up for BEAVERtails. They're able to, you know, take sight and have 2 players on. Go for the plant, and it almost worked out. It almost worked out, but that I think the roamer that rotated on the Aspect side really worked out. Really worked out well for that retake, and it didn't work out because then that last player, they're like, where's the last player on the A3 side? And BEAVERtails unfortunately was not able to find them. But a 5-1 is definitely a good showing for the Aspect players. Do you think it's possible they win this one out, or do you think BEAVERtails comes back in the next 6 rounds?
I mean, from what we're seeing right now, Aspect did a wonderful job on defense. You know, they now are on attack, and different playstyle is going to come out a little bit, from what I think. You know, because you have different playstyles for attack and defense, obviously, because that's just how it is. Honestly, I think Aspect will win this out, but BEAVERtails, if they are able to get 2 rounds, I think they could come back from this, Martini.
I'm seeing some good stuff from Aspect. Not the same from BEAVERtails. I feel like I'm a little underwhelmed right now from BEAVERtails. But we'll have to see if that does change up in this current round. Getting some shots early out right now from Master Killer. As you can see, a little bit of stick damage here, but Aspect coming in strong. Ivan coming in for the kill, but doesn't get it. But Lynx themselves gets the kill as they try to go in for cuts, goes on the back, and then they get that too. And man, that's already 3 players down for the BEAVERtails side, and Aspect is coming in really strong right now.
Oof. I might have to change my statement after this.
Right.
Lynx TV planting that EMP on the bomb. What a beautiful rotation from Aspect. Faded. Gonna be wall banging to make sure that Zayden doesn't do anything. Zayden's gonna swing. He's not able to find anything. Faded could have killed Zayden right there, but he didn't. Or Ivan could have. Let's see what Ivan can do. Is Ivan gonna full swing? Ivan's gonna full swing. He's able to find Zayden. Or Faded. He's able to find another one. Lynx TV on that wall. Is Zayden gonna find the pick? He doesn't. Lynx TV, what's happening? Lynx TV running around. Zayden is really low right now. Oh, he has no ammo. Oh,
they're both out of ammo. Yo, what?
Oh.
Yo, I don't think I've ever seen that. 2 players running out of ammo, and I gotta love it. I gotta love just the pure. Just what do you do? What do you do when you have no ammo? You can't shoot the other guy. You know what? That would have been an insane play if he goes in for the defuse and no one can do anything about it.
That would have been crazy. I mean, however, there were guns on the ground that he could have picked up.
You're right.
But I guess he just decided to say, "Oh, just kill me." But that was very funny actually. That was that. Man, I've never actually seen that in a cast before. At all. What a beautiful round from Aspect though. Let me stop my blabbering about fun.
No, Aspect, I love it. That was fun to see.
Yeah, Aspect with a beautiful attack, and I might have to take back my statement. I think Aspect is gonna take this.
I knew it. Like I saw, I don't know, the BEAVERtails. It's crazy. I've seen BEAVERtails. I've casted them so many times. I usually am praising them. I've seen them do so well, but this game is just not quite it right now. But I'm not sure if it's just A3's locked in like that. I've seen them perform so well in this defensive round. It could be different on the attack, but you saw that attack. It was pretty coordinated. Things worked out pretty well for them. They had 3 players down already for BEAVERtails. It's tough.
Yeah, it is very tough. I mean, BEAVERtails was a master team at one point, but they did drop back down to Diamond. Oh, Rajay finding the pick onto Ivan with that RCP, and it looks like BEAVERtails is playing a little aggro now. That's a pretty good way to fight this Aspect offense. Ninja Tim and Faded both running out. They're gonna go back inside of the building and decide to challenge BEAVERtails. Let's see what they do. Faded holding an angle on the door right now. I believe he has an omen. Cut skills and Faded. Faded's gonna jump in through the window with Ninja Tim. Ninja Tim, ooh, might get picked off from Rajay. Raja just makes a shot a little late. Faded sneaking up to that wall right now. He's gonna find Rajay. I'm almost positive about it. If Rajay looks away, the timing. Faded finds Rajay. Cut skills. Ninjatim gets taken out from cut skills. Is Faded gonna go for that refrag? He doesn't. Now it is down to a 1v2. Faded kind of at an advantage in my opinion. Ooh, Faded. I guess Faded just looked away, and then Master Killer was find that pick. I really thought that Faded would have had this in his hand if he
I think, I don't know if you noticed, Aspect tried to swing it correctly. It almost lined up, but it just didn't in the end. I think one of the BEAVERtails players knocked out one of the players on the back end. So the refrag could have happened pretty easily for Aspect. Unfortunately, they weren't able to capitalize on that earlier on, unfortunately. But hey, they are going into the next couple rounds. And the way I look at it for Aspect, to be quite honest, I would just consider, you know, we have a couple rounds. Why don't we just kind of go a little more conservative on this economy? I think go really hard one round and go all in, because they have, if you think about it, they have 4 more rounds to mess up, right? They're 6-2. It's pretty definitive. But at the same time, they don't want to give them too many rounds either. They want to win definitively because they also want to get enough MMR to knock out Eternity for that top 7 spot, right?
Yeah, if they do want to get in that 7 spot, they will obviously have to knock out Eternity, like you said. So far, what I see is they're playing great. My mic just like cut out for like 2 seconds. Okay, I'm good. Sorry about that, guys. Linksy TV blowing that hatch. We have a Joan coming in from Aspect, and Cusco's getting over aggro is not going to work out in his favor. Cusco's finding the pick onto Cusco's Tricks, finding Resi Kate. I've been finding Tricks as well. Beautiful, beautiful coordination from this Aspect team. Linksy TV is going to shoot out that, what was it called? Alarm. I've been swinging, getting to Zayden though with the refrag. It looks like Aspect is going to be planning that EMP. Linksy TV with a beautiful swing, finding Zayden. That map 1 goes over to Aspect. Martini, how did you feel about that map?
Let me pull up this replay. I hope I got that 2K in the end there. It was a pretty solid entrance. It was a good showing for A3. I think this is a good showing for them to potentially win it out and perform so good that they bump out Eternity, but that is to be seen. But hey, I mean, 7-2, I call that a pretty decisive win over the other team right now. So I wouldn't be shocked if A3 can get this in 2, but the thing is, that's also just map 1, right? I've always, just because they did really well on map 1 does not mean they're going to win on map 2. So we'll have to see which map they end up choosing for the second choice here. But it's definitely a good showing from the A3 players. But I'm going to have to see more of it. I'm going to have to see more of it. Otherwise, if they don't play exactly this way on map 2, they're not going, I think if they go to map 3, it is not going to be enough MMR boost for A3 to win for the top 7 spot. So that's why I'm looking at it. That's how I'm looking at this game. A3 fighting for that 7th spot. If they can't do it, then I'm gonna be honest, I'm cutting the cast early. I'm just kidding. We're gonna play it all the way through. But that's to say, maybe BEAVERtails maybe they just need to warm up. Maybe they need like kind of lock in for this second map, because I've seen BEAVERtails perform well. I've seen them do such a good job against other teams, but for some reason we're just not seeing it here tonight. It looks like we might be going in for a server switch. I'm waiting to see if anyone has pinged me. Yeah, on fade. Yeah. Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. Yeah, it looks like they are going in for the server switch. I'll send you the new information there. Hello.
Yep. Same code.
Yep, same one. But good showing. I mean, that's all I gotta say. Good showing from A3. They just gotta repeat it, and we're done in 2. And then I can hopefully join the other cast early. No, I didn't mean to. I don't want to say it like that. I don't want to say. Much love to the Canadians.
Hey, he hates you guys.
Much
he hates
love
you guys.
to.
He hates
much
you guys.
love.
He hates you guys.
Because my thing is like I expect BEAVERtails to perform very well, honestly, in the CC. So I wouldn't be shocked if we saw them in the finals, anyways. I'll probably be casting that anyways. So I'll see y'all. I'll see y'all around too. But you know, it'd be crazier if they beat Aspect and then we see them run it back in CCs, and I would love to see something like that.
I would love to see that too. It's just we gotta see what plays out here, you know.
It's true.
Uh,
Like I said, just because they played well map 1 doesn't mean the same thing's gonna happen on map 2, right? So we could see a shakeup from A3 on map 2, or we can see them lock it in, but that is to be shown. Looks like they are in the map right now. Let me see if I can switch some of these things around. Looks like BEAVERtails might be starting on defense there, actually. So I'm curious to see which one I say skyscraper. Factory! Wow, they ended up choosing factory. Definitely interesting choice there. But hey, you got to run it back to factory sometimes. Just go old school, right?
Yep, gotta go old school with the factory. Factory's obviously a really good map, in my opinion. I really love Factory. Factory is one of my most favorite maps. So.
Really, you're a fan of factory? I respect for factory. You know, I know it was there since the beta alpha, but I'm just not the biggest fan of the setup, to be quite honest. But we'll have to see. It looks like these teams are getting set up here, so we'll be hopping in pretty soon. For factory with A3 and BEAVERtails. Let me know in the chat, who do you think is going to win out map 2, maybe even the game, because Aspect did show a very strong showing in the beginning, 7-2 on ship. It's going to be hard to beat that. Like, BEAVERtails has to lock in, and I'm expecting this, BEAVERtails. I've seen y'all deliver. You know, Dam was definitely one of my favorite, I think, casts I did with y'all. It was looking good. And it looks like we are going to be going right into factory here. But here we go, BEAVERtails on the defending side here against Aspect. And this is them defending as hard as they can because they don't want to lose this one out. They don't want to give Aspect in 2. They want to potentially force this to a map 3 if possible. A lot of people in the chat though, Eternity is winning CC though. Like, come on, I'm dead. You never know. They are playing pretty well. They are playing pretty well though. So I could see them, even if they got bumped down by Aspect, I can see them doing pretty well in the CCs. If Aspect gets 7th place, I see BEAVERtails Eternity in CC finals. Personally, that's what I see. I'd love to see that and see them duke it out. Someone said BLC versus Eternity. That's bold. BLC's good. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know. After seeing how they played against Apex, I'm not sure if something just didn't work out, but I don't know. I got to see more from them. Anyways, Aspect, you're getting set up on this attack here on this 3rd floor. It looks like all the BEAVERtails players are just kind of holding and biding time in other locations to kind of finally come in. It looks like Raj gets pointed out by the drone there and Cut Skills on the back. They're waiting for something to happen. And Cut Skills holding its top 3rd floor right here with Raj on the back in there. So they got some shots out, but they did get knocked down. But a lot of health economy lost in the Aspect line there. But a lot of deep roamers. I mean, 2 of them offside here, which is kind of a wild pick here. Looks like Rezican on the bottom does pick out Zayden. That only leaves the 3 players left. And 1 on top. I don't know. If I were Aspect, I'd be saying, hey, never mind. Trick's got the pickup on Ivan there. Is he going for another? Gets that 2K. Almost a 3K. I'm still going to get that little replay there. Now leaving only 1 player on side. They know what Master Killer is. They're pointing it out. They're calling it out. And it's now a 1v1 between Ninja Tim and Master Killer.
Yeah, 1v1 right here. Is Ninja Tim or Master Killer going to be able to take this? And it looks like Ninja Tim's going to be swinging that wall. Ninja Tim finding Master Killer with that Cyclone. That Cyclone is a really good weapon from what I'm seeing. You know, Aspect's putting it to good use.
I mean, it's a nasty flick here. I thought they lost it because they were looking right, but the crazy flick on Master Killer and Aspect winning out that, and that's amazing gameplay here.
Beautiful, you know. Honestly, I'm glad to be back, coming in here and having a good cast to sit on. So this is, for me, this is a very good game. You know.
Yeah, I mean,
also
did you have initial hopes? Did you want Aspect to win? Did you want BEAVERtails?
Oh, I think Aspect is the one I voted for winning. Uh, yeah, it was Aspect. The reason why I thought they would win is they started a team. I forgot what the team name was. Um, they started a team all together. They got the name Aspect and they changed to Aspect, and they've been playing ever since, let's say, a couple months. So, they have some chemistry.
And I mean, I've seen a lot of the names on the Aspect lineup a variety of times, so I'm not shocked that they have chemistry. Let's go get an early kill on Ninja Tim there. That's just unfortunate. They try to go aggressive for a second, but Lynx knocks him out. Raj coming in, doesn't know they just got, gets a blinded kill there against Lynx, and that is now a 3v4. I mean, check out this BEAVERtails defense. It is probably one of the most, I think, aggressive factory defenses I've seen in a minute.
Very, very aggressive. BEAVERtails playing this beautifully. They were able to take out Ninja Tim that was trying to swing into that window, and Tricks binding Ivan with that Spectral. Now a 2v2 now. Faded kills Hayden. ResiK finding Tricks, and it looks like ResiK, or not ResiK, Rajay on the top with that RCP. He's gonna drop down. Faded knows he's up there. No, he doesn't. He drops down for one. Is he gonna find the second one? It is a very tough situation for both these both players, and Faded looks away.
Actually, insane. I didn't think this turnaround would work. Look at this crazy flank. Gets the pick early on, pulls off, goes in for the follow-up on Faded. I just missed it in the end there with the replay. But that was beautiful from the BEAVERtails defense. And this is hard.
Yeah.
Aspect, I think we're seeing they're not adjusting well right now to this aggressive defense.
Yeah, and a little bit of toxicity from Rajay, by the way. Shooting the bodies of Faded. But I'd be hyped too if I won that 2v1. Oh man. That was a really good play from Rajay, though, I'll tell you that. Him winning that 1v2 with that RCP, he played that pretty well, in my opinion. I thought one of the players from Aspect did hear him on top of it, but I guess
would
they
have heard him.
didn't.
Like I'm shocked that they didn't see it. I'm shocked that they didn't push in more, to the site. But I get it. When you're used to attacking that side, people tend to plant on that little area. But I'm shocked they had sight. I don't know if they just didn't know it. But here we are, third floor right now with the Aspect players. I've been actually playing a little bit lower, potentially for a kind of a pinch here. And a lot of funny little strategies here coming out from the BEAVERtails players.
Yeah, they were holding a high-low. That's a peak that's called the high-low because one player sits low, the other sits high. Cutskills could find Link GTV here. He will find Link GTV. ResiK. I thought ResiK was in, but I guess he wasn't. And it looks like Faded dropping that hatch. A little bit of wallbangs coming in from Zayden with that Marubi. He's not going to find anything. Faded waiting for Zayden. He tags him up with a nice headshot. A nade toss. Not going to be able to do anything. Rajay sitting on Tetris waiting for the swing. Looks like Cutskills gets taken out from Rizzy. Rizzy with a beautiful swing with that RCP. Takes him out. 4v4 now. Let's see what happens here, Martini.
Yeah, no, that was definitely a really good play from the Aspect players, taking out that roamer early on, because, well, not early on, but like at least at some point, because they didn't want to kill that in the end. It looks like we do have the Incinerator coming out. Unfortunately, doesn't work. It feels a little too short here. Fade on the back and gets the pick. And ooh, that's a 3K, I think, in total from the BEAVERtails players. I'll give them a little replay for that. There's so many kills at the same time. That attack from A3, unfortunately, got squashed out. And it's come down to just Ninja Tim with the Vezin in hand. I mean, what do you do at this point? Save? Go for the push?
I don't know if you've noticed, Martini. Tricks flicked beautifully on these two players right here. And he got a 2K off of that flick. And he was sitting right next to that wall. So that was a beautiful, beautiful flick.
Man, I just missed it. I was watching the other side of the attack that got squashed out, unfortunately. But hey, it's fine.
Yeah. We still got some action.
Definitely got some action. I mean, check out those kill. I saw the kill cam on it. Well, the kill feed on the top right. I was like, wow, 1, 2, 3. yellow names coming out. I was just like, wow, BEAVERtails is playing very, very differently on this defense than Aspect is probably expecting. Because again, this is, I really do think one of the more aggressive defense. I think one of the most aggressive defense teams I've seen personally is from teams like Ace, right? So it's kind of crazy to see BEAVERtails play in such a way, or even more aggressive. But again, A3 I just think is not adjusting to them.
Yeah, different maps. Different. I would say different maps. Kind of different playstyles. You know.
Oh yeah.
From what we see, BEAVERtails is doing a lot better than they were on doing on ship.
And they've also had like 2 or 3 deep roamers, by the way, several times over in only the last couple rounds, right? Versus BEAVERtails, I think in the previous map when they were defending like 1 or 2 maps, they were very, very conservative, very anchored to all the sides.
Yeah, and the best. Oh man. From what I do see from BEAVERtails too is they're able to find really, really early picks on the Aspect, and that really gives them a nice head start of the round.
Yeah, as we see this setup right now coming from the BEAVERtails players, I'm not seeing too many utils around. Maybe they're using them in storage a little bit more than I thought they were. But yeah, a lot of trips coming out, a lot of things coming out here. But we'll have to see if they get value out of it. It looks like Raj again going in deep for that roaming.
Linkshy TV and I've been both pushing into orange. Ivan is really deep into orange. Cut Skills could have swung and took out Ivan, but he didn't. A beautiful. Oh, that was a static field. Haven't really seen that happen a whole lot. Cut Skills finding Faded, and Zayden with that trip mines finding. Was that Lynch GTV? They're really aggro right here. Raja almost gets the flick onto Ninja Tim. Ninja Tim swinging. Master Killer takes out Ninja Tim. A very, very aggro round from BEAVERtails on the Aspect. Aspect couldn't really do anything about it. However, they did get a pick. Martini. That was a very aggressive play from BEAVERtails.
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed that. We had Raj jump out the window. Some of the other BEAVERtails players collapsing in on them. I mean, I think Aspect just cannot handle such an aggressive defense right now. And that's all I can keep saying about the BEAVERtails. It's too aggressive. They can't keep up. Like, I think Aspect is not able to keep up with them, unfortunately. And it is knocking them down left and right. And based off of this, it's feeling like we're about to go to a map 3.
We could possibly go to a map 3. We'll see. However, you never really know what can happen. Aspect could make a comeback here. Like I said, with BEAVERtails on the ship.
They maybe need two or three rounds in a pocket to, I think, safely play on the defensive half. But again, this is them attacking. Maybe once they go on defense, they just kill it, right? But we don't know that yet. If I were them, I'd want to get at least one more to play a little safer. A 4-2, I think is pretty good going to that second half.
Yeah, we see that drone coming in from Faded. He will be droning. Let's see what he's droning. I don't know. Where's his drone at? Oh, his drone goes into, what's that called? Jen. Cusco's upstairs, gonna wallbang. Link's gonna take the one with him. Cusco's wins that one, however, that refrag and gets taken out, or Cusco's gets taken from the refrag from Ninja Tim. Sorry about that. Cut Skills. I didn't even notice Cut Skills was upstairs.
Yeah, playing very aggressive on the attack. I think it was a little risky. I mean, they gave a Vezin away. Now they can trade out all Rills. That might have been too risky to play. We'll have to see if it does pay off later. But again, look at this defense. So deep on it. Trix also playing extended in the bathroom. And they have Raj in that little staircase. Oh, Trix didn't pick off in the back there.
Yeah, Trix gets taken out from Faded though. Ninja Tim throwing a nade. He's gonna drop. Is he gonna find the kill? He doesn't. Master Killer finds him first. And I would say a wasted nade toss from Aspect.
Definitely. Looks like a 2v3 setup here. But you're right. The Aspect players keep getting picked off by BEAVERtails so quickly and so abruptly. I think they're just not ready for it.
Yeah, they weren't really ready for the positions that this team has. And there would be players that say they're annoying, but it looks like it's working out in their favor, so I'm not blaming them for it. Rajay and Zayden both on the A bomb site. And we got Master Killer on B site. So it looks like there's 2-on-1 right now. It looks like, oh, Aspect. Oh, really bad wall bangs. Or really good wall bangs. Sorry about that. And Master Killer swinging out to get the 3K. He kills 2. He killed 1, though. And he gets the 3K. And Martini, as I was saying, like, what do you think Aspect has to change if they want to win more rounds on attack?
I'm not sure if they're just playing too wide or too slow. I think that's the big thing here. BEAVERtails, they've been able to really capitalize on a lot of these areas, and they're just getting those early round picks. So I'm not sure if we just need a little bit more aggression from the Aspect players. Or maybe we're teaming up, you know, avoid those refrags, something like that. It's just things have just not been working out for Aspect as they've been kind of approaching these sites. Someone coming in from somewhere. Or they can go for the roamer clears, because it looks like BEAVERtails consistently has had a roamer somewhere. So if they go for like a roamer clearing technique where they really kill them out early, that's going to give them the advantage, right, early on in the round.
Yeah. They'll have to change something up. They got to do something, you know what I mean? Also, taking a look at the eco of Aspect, it is the last round, though. Man, I just can't really believe that they did change the prices of the Vezin and the Marini. I mean, I feel like it was a good idea. You just gotta be more careful with your eco too. And oh, they do not drone the orange stairs. I believe they have a feeling that he is down here though. Cuskos might make his move in a little bit. He's gonna wait. I believe what he's doing is waiting until they're in lockers to fully make his play go out. And that is what he's doing. However, Rezi K is going to sneak up to. Who's going to win this gunfight? Ooh, Cuskos might win this gunfight. Oh, no, he doesn't. Rezi K kills Cuskos. I'm surprised Cuskos didn't see Rezi K.
I'm not sure they just blanked their mind. Rezi K getting another pick off on Raj there. Hal looking really rough as they try to go in for the swing that doesn't work. Master Killer, though, getting a 2. Oh, was that a 2K? No. They got a beat back there. Tricks going in. What is going on? Why is no one adjusting to Tricks there? As I got the 2K against Aspect, and you know it's crazy. I'm not sure if the aggression is just weird for Aspect or if they're just not paying attention. I've seen it time and time again where it almost feels like BEAVERtails players are really just walking through the AP phase.
Yeah, I do agree with you on that. And if you took a look back, Ivan was not paying attention to that wall. Tricks found one. He swung and took out Ivan, and to add on what you said, Martini, I feel like they just don't care. You know what I mean? Like, they're just letting this team walk through them right now.
Yeah, definitely interesting to see from here. I gotta adjust some of these scores. What is going on? Oh man, I hate having to do this stuff manually. Yes, yeah, all right. But let's see. Will we see a third map? I think we are going to see a third map for sure. I saw the vote just come up right now for us. I would be shocked if we didn't see a map 3 here. I mean, BEAVERtails, they only need to get one more round in the pocket to really secure themselves a map 3 here. But I said this before. I think for Aspect, because we're going to map 3, we're not going to see them go into playoffs. At least not directly to playoffs. They're going to go to CCs at this point. I just don't see Aspect. Unless they somehow win the next 6 rounds, I don't see them getting enough MMR to push themselves into the 7th spot.
Yeah, Martini, I do agree. However, something could come out of nowhere. You know, you never really expect anything to happen. Let's see what Aspect can do on defense, though. This is going to be the first defense round. Will they find this round, or will BEAVERtails take map 2? And if they do take map 2, we're going to a third. We'll see if we're gonna do that. But it looks like Aspect's taking a little slow, not Aspect, BEAVERtails taking a little slow. You know, just having fun right now. It looks like they're just gonna full swing in here now, from just a little bit of dancing. You know, recollecting themselves.
Yeah, that was interesting. They really took their time there, maybe to really throw off the Aspect defense here. But BEAVERtails coming right in the sight here. Oh, Risky gets picked up on the shot there on Rod. Now leaving only 4-5, but a lot of health traded there.
Yeah, I've been finding tricks. Zayden, I believe he found. I'm not sure who he found actually. Oh, a beautiful instant. Gonna cut off that connectors. Ninja Tim on that top of that table is able to find one. I've been finding cut skills, and as I said, Martini, like you never really know what can happen.
I mean, we saw some really good. Now Ninja Tim goes for the swing, going aggressive on it. I mean, let's check out some of the scoreboard here. I think the big players we're seeing is on the BEAVERtails side. You see players like Trix, you see players like Master Killer consistently getting picks on Aspect here. But again, that was them on defense. It looks like Aspect playing a little bit better right now. Unfortunately, BEAVERtails losing a player, so hopefully they can get that player back in pretty soon here. But that is going to be very unfortunate if they lose a couple rounds in the pocket because of a disconnect.
Yeah, we saw earlier on in map 1, by the way, there were disconnects, but he did get in before the round started, so that was good. The bot didn't get sold.
That's good. But I mean, bots on the attack, that's one that's rough, because then they just run straight in. But here we go.
Sorry, say that again?
I'm saying bots on the attack kind of, they're worse, right? Because they run straight in.
Yeah, yeah.
It looks like Raj able to come back in time, which is perfect for them. A3 having a variety of choices here. I mean, we see a Bezin, we see RCP, we see Knut coming out here. So we'll see if Ivan can get some interesting shots with that. But look at this A3 defense, almost night and day compared to BEAVERtails, as they played a lot more conservative. All players are basically on site.
Yeah, and I believe if Aspect does want to win this, I believe it would be a good idea to have at least someone on flank. But I won't judge the way they're playing. You know, if this works for them, this works for them. I've been with that Knut, though. What will he do with it? He also has a Spectral in hand as well.
I want to see this Knut come out. I want to see the craziest shots come out.
Oh, wait. That wall's going to be blown, and Ivan could find one. He finds one with a Knut. He finds two. What a beautiful play from Ivan. He's going to find a third. He might find a third. Oh, he just missed the shot. Thanks for that Cyclone finding him too. Trix picks up that Knut for himself. ResiK with a beautiful kill on the two people. And
that
what
a 3K
round. Wow. Martini, Ivan put that Knut to use. He found 2 kills, I think it was, and he could have gotten the third, but he just missed. And that was a beautiful play, in my opinion, from what I saw.
I'm in love. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't expect that to happen in any way, shape, or form. I mean, they got the 2K, then we got a 3K. We got a full house from the Aspect players there, as they both had 2 players delivering high value in that round. I don't know. Like, if it's gonna keep going this way, this might be a run to either a tie, which is favorable for Aspect, or a win, which is even better. But I don't want to get ahead of myself. We still have another 3, let me say that, 3 more rounds for Aspect in order for them to win and or tie against BEAVERtails. 4 more to win.
Yeah, they're making a pretty big move right now. I do think they will be able to probably bring this to a tie, or better yet, win this map. And if they do win this map, Aspect is going to take the win against BEAVERtails, Martini.
For sure. I mean, we have a lot of good economy. 1, 2, 3, 4 Bezins and Maruis on the A3 side. Definitely looking a lot better than the BEAVERtails players. They got to hold this one down, though. Because they want to win, I think, 1 or 2 more rounds to get fully outfitted team themselves.
Yeah, they're struggling with those Sata fields. ResiK finding 2 with that Marui, putting it to use against this BEAVERtails team. Could he go on a 3K or even an ace, possibly? Wallbang's coming in from Linkshi TV, is finding cut skills a little bit. He's really low. Ooh, BEAVERtails getting really aggro. Kind of works out, but it doesn't at the same time.
Coming out with just cut skills in the corner there. ResiK watching the angle, knocks him down. I mean, ResiK on fire right now for the Aspect defense. Let's check it out. 13 and 6 kills here. I mean, This is exactly what Aspect wants. They want to keep this going. And it looks like they are going to have a lot of cash in hand in order to keep buying up the Pheasants and Maruis. But it's getting kind of risky, right? They only have so much cash in hand, but they got to keep going here. But BEAVERtails, on the other hand, finally coming out with some own firepower themselves. You know, if this is gonna be the round. This is gonna be the round to see if BEAVERtails can equalize finally with the economy working in their favor, or if they knock them down, I think we might see an Aspect win. Because that's going to give them 5, and then they're probably going to have a good economy advantage going into the second round. So it's going to be a final match point 6-5, I think, if Aspect can win this one out. If BEAVERtails knocks them down, we're kind of back to square one, and it's anyone's game. But again, if BEAVERtails wins this one, we're going to map 3. Bare minimum, they get 6 rounds, if not a win, right?
Yeah. We could possibly see a tie, though. I mean, it's possible.
Correct, but even with the tie, we're going to map 3, right?
Ooh, Rajay. Let's see what Rajay's doing. Ooh. Zayden gets taken out from ResiK. ResiK finding the 2K. He is going on fire.
Only 2 players left on the BEAVERtails side. I mean, a 2v5. This is... What do? Go for the save, or do you still send it? They both have Pheasants, and never mind. ResiK gets another... I mean, what is going on right now? ResiK is on God level at this point. I mean, have they died yet in this half? I don't know if they have, but ResiK now 16-6. I'm kind of shocked right now as cut skills coming down to just a 1v5 with a minute and 40 seconds still left in the round. That a lot of things happened in 30 seconds there.
Yeah, a lot of things happened. You're seeing cut skills though on top of that roof. What will he do? Will he save that, or will he decide to send it into a 1v5?
Yeah, about a minute left in the round. I would be shocked if Aspect plays any aggression here. If I were them, I'd be yelling, saying, "Stop! Don't go for it. Just play your spots." Because at this point, if they hold, look at their economy. If they hold all their economy, BEAVERtails went all in on this one. They can't really come back for the next upcoming round. So that's gonna give. This was exactly what I was talking about. The Aspect gets this. It's probably a 6-5, and then it's really up to BEAVERtails can clutch up in that last round. If I were BEAVERtails, I would be saving up for my economy potentially for the next couple rounds, because you just don't know what's gonna happen here.
Yeah, it doesn't look like Osgo's is going to save that Vezin, though. He's not going to make a move at all because he doesn't want to lose it, considering his eco. You know, like I said, the eco has been really, really tough lately.
Yeah, I mean, I've said it before, like, yes, losses can get really hard and start rolling, but I also say, like, any losses that you gain on the economy, on your own eco round will now be felt more by the other enemy team, which I think is a positive. Because something we used to see before was even if you had an eco round and you won, you didn't really see that win be so impactful. You'd see the other team, because they had so much cash in hand, they would just buy out Vezins again anyways, and it just wasn't as impactful when you did win an eco round. So I think they're trying to go more for impact now. So as we can check here, the eco is looking a little rough for the BEAVERtails players. I mean, we see a couple SMGs coming out. One Vezin still in cut skills, as they are going to be buying out the economy, the gadgets for the other players. But look at A3. They're flush with cash at this point. I mean, having suffered, I think, no deaths the last round, right? So they're able to save up a lot of the weapons that they had in hand.
Yeah, Rajay, Kanut. Again, you know, the Kanut's coming in. Ivan used it first. He got a 2K with it, almost a 3K, but he did miss the shot, unfortunately. And Martini, Aspect could possibly win this. You know, what did you? I forgot
this is
what
legendary.
you said
I'll be
earlier.
honest. This is one of the craziest, like, what, 5-1 comebacks I've seen in a minute. Like, I haven't seen a 5-1 curse in a hot minute.
I have not either. This is a wonderful comeback from Aspect, and if they want to win this, they have to keep their same mental and their same the same energy that they have right now.
looks like a lot of shots coming out. Our Raj getting some chip damage here. Now coming to Aspect. Again, playing very conservative. And you're right. Normally I would recommend 1 or 2 roamers, but it's working really well for the Aspect players.
It very much is, you know, like whatever works for you, you know. That wall is going to be blown from Master Killer. That proximity alarm gonna go off. A nade toss from Linkshire TV is not able to do anything. But Linkshire TV gets refract from Trix though. Fade is gonna get really aggressive here. He gets 1. He's gonna find the 2nd. He's gonna run back. He's gonna get stemmed by his teammate Rizike. Rizike finding 1 with a Murray, and Rizike is going on fire today. Master Killer shooting a bit. Is not able to do anything. Faded gonna get aggro. Faded is winning that 1 with him, and wow, Aspect really turning the tables right here, Martini.
This is it. Tim gets a kill in the end. Oh man, how did he do that with literally 1 health in the pocket? It's looking kind of crazy right now. As I thought Xander had that. He had the angle. He heard probably them running out, but they probably didn't know which room they're coming from. And that's now 6 and 5. This is what I just called out. I mean, normally we say caster's curse, but I guess this time it's a caster's blessing, as we're now coming in a 6-5 with BEAVERtails. This is a do or die moment for BEAVERtails. If they don't win this one out, we are going to be signing off early tonight. And I checked out, I saw the votes. 70% of people in the chat right now put they expected a map 3. Only like 20% expected a map 2. So this would be insane if Aspect wins this one out. But the connoisseur votes will definitely be happy. What is it, like 60 votes or 40 votes or something like that. So a lot of votes coming out for the A3 here tonight. And I can see it for good reason. They're performing very well against BEAVERtails. But I mean, that's not to say BEAVERtails wasn't performing well themselves. We saw that defense. It was almost impenetrable for the Aspect players. They just could not handle the aggression.
Yeah, they couldn't handle it at all. And at first, you know, I think I'm not sure if you already said this. I wasn't really paying that all attention. BEAVERtails was doing very good on the head start, and you know, from what I see, Rizike finding Rajay. Rizike's going on fire today. He has 18, I believe, kills, right?
18 and 6. Yeah, Rizike definitely a high impact player, especially I think in the second half. Link's getting a pick off on Trix there with a headshot in the back, and now it's a very spread out BEAVERtails attack. It looks like Cusco's back, and they're probably waiting for something to happen here. As Zayden and Master Killer trying to get picks off themselves.
Cuscos finds Link GTV, Faded with an S tier frag, finds Zayden. Now 4-2, Faded finding another one, is now only down to cut skills. And he has to fight this, he can't run away. Faded gets taken out. Oh my god. Cuscos was really low. Is he's gonna push into the B bomb site. It looks like Rizike knows though.
Rezi somehow surviving, 4 health in the pocket here, but Cutskills almost up to full health, going back and forth, rotating, and I think this is perfect. It's confusing the Aspect defense. They don't know which side that Cutskills is coming from, but somehow they survive with 3 people shooting at them. Still, as Cutskills is trying. No, that is it. Oh my god, and that is gonna be it tonight as Aspect somehow scrounges a win together. I mean, what did you see there? What did you see there?
I saw a wonderful team come out. Aspect beating BEAVERtails, and what I saw as well is that BEAVERtails was taking them out first, like in the beginning on defense, but I mean, it looked like, you know, Aspect on the defense just really pulled out an aggressive, or not really an aggressive, but you know, all stacking site. You know, it was beautiful from this Aspect team. Martini, what did you see?
I mean, Aspect played brilliantly, I think, in Ship. Factory, I was starting to think that BEAVERtails would have forced this to map 3. I fully expected it. I'm not gonna lie. When I saw the YouTube vote come out, I said, you know what? I expect map 3. I'm one of the 70% here, and unfortunately, I was wrong tonight. But Aspect able to come back in the second half, and I think that's what made more sense. We saw Aspect play really well beginning, but they also played on map 1. I think defense first too, if I'm not wrong. So I'm not shocked that they had to come back on that second map, but I think the one thing we have to consider is maybe Aspect. They're performing well on defense, but they might need to run it back a little bit more on that attacking side, because it's really night and day, right? We saw that first half, it was like getting killed, 5-1, right? But that second half, they came back. What was that 6-0 then, right? 6-0, like, did I do the math wrong? No. Yeah, 6-0. 6-0. They won the 7-5 curse, the 5-1 curse there somehow. So definitely good showing from Aspect. I think it's just that's how good their defense is, and that's what we saw today. But before we sign off pretty soon, do you have any last words to say, Pillow?
All I want to say is I really appreciate you guys coming along, enjoying the ride with us, watching Aspect versus BEAVERtails. I am glad to be back. Glad to be back sitting in the booth with Martini, you know what I mean? This was a beautiful game to cast, and definitely a good game to come back to, Martini.
That's good to hear. Before we sign out, I just want to give some shout outs. One of them coming out to Exclaim here, offering a variety of custom VRML merch. They've joined forces with VRML because they help enable teams to set up their very own merch stores. So check it out if you'd like to see and sell your own team's gear through Exclaim and tapping into a whole new level of fan engagement. And of course, Pro2 VR, providing the best in VR rifle mounts and VR accessories to help stabilize your game aim with products like the Mag Tube stock, and or if you want to add immersion, try checking out the Force Tube with some of those haptic feedbacks. Pro2 VR is going to be your one-stop shop for controller, peripherals, and last but not least, HyperX. Got to shout them out all the time whenever I can. For offering some great products like the high quality HyperX Quadcast S, and also for providing other great peripherals for computers. And if you did enjoy the cast with me today and Pillow, definitely check me out. I do stuff on Twitch, I do stuff on YouTube, so definitely got more content there, doing more different things, some breachers, some other VR stuff, but hey, we are trying different things out. But anyways, that is going to be it for me today. Thanks for coming out and watching another VRML Breachers cast. I can't talk. We appreciate seeing you all here today. And of course, remember to subscribe and leave a like. It's greatly appreciated. And hopefully we'll see y'all in the next cast. If you have not already checked it out yet, check out the cast with Bob. I think going on right now with EVNA versus F3. It should be just getting started, I believe. But anyways, we'll be seeing y'all in the next cast.
VRML is brought to you by Helga, the esports manager, Triangle Factory. Thanks for watching VRML.